right, good night. Blessings, everybody. Good night, and give thanks and praises, to the Most High. Tonight we have a presentation on the kidney in harmony and disease. Yeah. Okay. If you read my post this morning, you're going to see I said that I'm really referring to black people. So the post I made this morning was for black people and mostly Hispanic people. Yeah. All right. Because them dialysis center full of us. Yeah. And we have about 5 or 6 people who is trying to get a kidney back to function again. Yeah. And they all are black people, African Americans, African Grenadian, African Vincentians, African Antiguans. Now if you go to Antigua is the only country in the Caribbean, yeah, that have dialysis, have to do dialysis 24/7. And nobody who is from Antigua could do that. Because I made a run in the hospital with doctors there in 2016, I believe. So Antigua is the only country in the Caribbean that have a 24-hour of dialysis. Right? And this is the only country in the Caribbean, I believe, that does a kidney transplant. If I'm wrong, correct me. But when I was there, that's what I was told by the Prime Minister Gaston Brown. Yeah? While touring a hospital in Antigua. Grenada have 3 dialysis machines in St. Augustine. My friend Flyers, my brother Redhead, just died from kidney failure in Grenada. Buried him a couple of weeks ago. Yeah? Alright, so 1 machine for 15 people. So Grenada also is full of people who have kidney disease and kidney failure. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about pre-dialysis and dialysis. Yeah. So high blood pressure, diabetes is the main 2 components of kidney disease, kidney failure. Lupus, polycystic kidney disease, yeah. PKD, yeah. Now we want to I hope the doctor is on the live tonight. His name is Dr. Barry H. Smith, MD. Dr. Barry, I hope you're looking at the presentation tonight. What Dr. Barry passed on to Brother Ransom. Pastor Ransom is like my brother. Dr. Barry Smith is a medical doctor. And I think he mentioned that 60% of the dialysis centers in New York, they don't own by us, but 66% of the people who is on dialysis is African Americans. And I said to Pastor Ransom today, if you're looking, we talked today this morning, I said Pastor Ransom is 80%. Can be. So Dr. Barry Smith, if you have statistics, then that's okay. But to me, I think it's more than 60%. I think it's 80% of our people is either coming down with kidney disease, or is getting ready to go on dialysis, or receiving a what we call a kidney transplant. So I'm going to meet with Dr. Barry Smith on Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Yeah, because he has some good ideas into the work for our people. Yeah. So I hope to meet with Dr. Barry Smith on Thursday morning, and we could put some things together for our people in terms of our diet, because that is the key to keeping the kidneys healthy. So I'm going to show you, because I'm on a kidney cleanse. I'm doing 15 days, and I'm not wrong with my kidney, but what I do is I protect my kidney. You know, I rest it and I make it, I flush it on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? Because remember that I said before, I had a stroke and I had high blood pressure. See, when I was 32 years old, I don't take no drugs. Hey, because I fixed my pressure. You can do the same thing. So if I had a pressure reading of 200 systolic, 125 diastolic for a long period of time, it could damage my kidney. Because we said before that the kidney control the heart and the heart control the kidney. And we said this morning that 25% of the blood that comes from the heart goes to the kidney. 25%. So if you have high blood pressure and you can't fix, you don't want to fix it, and you keep it on a high level on a regular basis, you're going to get kidney damage long term. Diabetics too. High sugar levels damage your kidney. And that's why the medical system is important, because they could tell you if your kidney is damaged. You're going to tell you about it in a little while. Yeah. So I created a program. I create programs. And I'm creating more programs to work on the heart and on the kidney, because the kidney is the water element and the heart is the fire element. Don't forget. And water out fire. So the kidney control the heart. We mentioned this morning 8 functions of the kidney. If you have kidney disease and your kidney not working properly, in no way you're going to balance your acid alkaline. You think what happen? If you have kidney disease, stage 3, stage 4, going on pre-dialysis, in no way you're going to have a good parathyroid health. You think what happen? And that's why doctors will do your PTH, parathyroid hormone, when you have kidney failure or kidney disease. Yeah? Now we supposed to, as men, urinate 2 liters of urine per day. 2 liters. Women is 1.5 liters per day. So once you have kidney disease or you have kidney failure and you damage the nephrons, yeah, we're going to talk about those in a while, because you have 1 trillion nephrons in the kidney. Once you keep damaging the nephrons, you can't get your kidney back. That's why they have to give you a kidney transplant. Once you don't urinate 2 liters of urine per day as a man and 1.5 liters of urine per day as a woman, and you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, and you have protein in the urine, and you have glucose in the urine, and you have ketones in the urine, and you have WBC in the urine, red blood cells in the urine, your nephrons, 1 trillion of them is in the kidney. It's going to damage your kidney long term. 1. 2. Without the kidney, you can never ever metabolize vitamin D. And that's the reason why when you have kidney disease, they give you what we call a synthetic vitamin D. Because the kidney can't metabolize vitamin D at all, period. Yeah? Kidney manufactures renin. Kidney deal with the bone marrow, with the stem cells. Yeah? To have your red blood cells moving. So when you are anemic and the kidney don't work properly, your cells, your red blood cells start dropping. You see what I'm saying? It affects the parathyroid. It affects the heart. You see? It can affect the adrenals, because the adrenals is on top of the kidney now. See? So the key, black people, is to prevent yourselves from getting high blood pressure and diabetes, which is rampant in the Caribbean countries, and prevent yourself from getting lupus. And if you have what we call polycystic kidney disease, where it's what we call a genetic a gene mutation, you can also prevent yourself from getting kidney disease, even though you have the gene mutation, because it's just a lot of water and pus on the kidney that kill the kidney long term and cause the kidney to become enlarged. Polycystic kidney disease, whereby if you have kidney disease, your kidney starts shrinking, because the kidney is right between what? The 9th, the 10th, and the left rib. So let me go on the board, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Dr. Barry Smith, if you're there, you know, hope that you're watching, so we could help our people. Yeah, wonderful. See, wonderful. So we're going to the kidney in harmony and disease. Yeah, all right, wonderful. And we don't want to go through all that again, because we did all of it with the inferior vena cava, the adrenal glands. We did the right artery and the right renal vein. We went through all that already. But now we're going to teach you what you can do to prevent kidney disease. And I'm going to put you on a program if you do have stage 3, not stage 4, not stage 5, not end stage. Stage 2, stage 3. You can push back up the nephrons. The GFR, that is. You can push back up the GFR because you still have nephrons. Yeah? But when you have damage being done to the nephrons and you lose them, meaning that your GFR go to 15 and 11 and 10 and 9, and you're going to urinate lots of foam. You see foam in the urine, you know for a fact that something is wrong. And that's why I said before that if you, stay right there, son. If you urinate in a cup like this, yeah, and you leave that cup, you put a rubber band, a foil paper over the cup, and then you're going to put a rubber band over the foil paper, and you urinate in a cup, a transparent cup, and put this cup in the bottom of your refrigerator, especially if you have high blood pressure and diabetes. And in the morning you get up, you throw it out. And if you see a ring around the cup, inside the cup, you know something is going wrong with your kidney. Go check your doctor. Yeah? Don't check Patrick does. Don't check a herbalist. Yeah? Wonderful. So, see, this is my urine, right? This is my first day, see? Day number 1. And then I start to get more clear urine because I'm drinking lots of coconut water, yeah? So you see, what's that? See? There's no ring around inside the glass because I know my kidney is working okay, yeah? And day by day I keep on urinating and I'm checking the amount of liters of urine I am urinating per day because I'm catching my urine. And that will tell me now how much liters I'm urinating per day. You understand? Like that. Right, wonderful. Okay. So we know for a fact that the kidney is the water element of the body. And we know for a fact that the heart is the fire element of the body. Don't forget, we in school learning about the body and how they work in the atmosphere. So we know for a fact that the kidney is the water element, and we know for a fact that the heart is the fire element of the body. And if this organ is the fire element, yeah, and the kidney is the water element, we know for a fact that water out fire. So the kidney control the heart, and the heart control the kidney. So if you have good heart health, you will have good kidney health. And if you have good kidney health, you might be able to have good heart health, especially if you are manufacturing renin, that hormone, to normalize your pressure. Yeah? The kidney have to detoxify all these drugs. Don't forget that. This organ, any kind of drug you put into your mouth, losartan, Lasix, Bearzide, Atenadol, Novax, Nifedipine, all of them, Zestril, Linezolid, same drug. All these drugs must go through your kidney for filterization. See? And that's why when you are taking an acid drugs, when you are taking NSAIDs for a long period of time, these drugs end up damaging your kidney. When you are taking Nexium for acid reflux for a long period of time, it's going to damage your kidney because drugs do damage your kidney. Yeah? Herbs damage them too. I'm going to tell you what the herbs are now. See? Because they have chemicals. But you have to know what herbs they are. See? So long use of these NSAIDs, man, damage your kidney long term. Long-term use of these drugs. Because everything you put into your system, drugs, must go through your kidney for filterization, because the kidney is a filterer of the blood to move waste out. Yeah? So this organ must filter. So if you're taking 10 drugs, 3 for high blood pressure, you're taking a statin drug for high cholesterol, you're taking a beta blocker, you're taking an ACE inhibitor, you're taking a calcium channel blocker that blocks calcium. Calcium can't go nowhere. It goes into the soft tissue and you get trouble in the heart long term. Now, how you going to have good kidney health long term? because all these drugs must go to this organ for filterization. And 25% of the blood that pumps to the heart must go to the kidney. The kidney gets 25% from the heart pumping that blood to the circulatory system, because the heart controls the kidney and the kidney controls the heart. And we talked about last week, we talked about the left ventricle, we talked about the right ventricle, we talked about the left ventricle hypertrophy, where you have troubles in the left ventricle, because once you have ventricle hypertrophy, you're in trouble in the left ventricle. Why, Patrick Does? Because the left ventricle is the key in moving the blood through the whole body. You see? So if you have troubles in the left ventricle, and this muscle cannot pump the heart, the blood through the vessel walls properly, your kidney will suffer, especially if you have high blood pressure and if you have cardiomyopathy or afibrillation. Yeah? So you must control the kidney by having the heart working properly, and you must control the heart by having the kidney working well, because they work together. See, one is water, one is fire. And what? Water out fire. Huh? Wonderful. Now, this gland is very significant. It is the most active gland, as I said before, in our digestive system, the pancreas, that is. So lots of people have diabetes. And because lots of people do not control their sugar levels on a regular basis, this gland becomes so acidic on a cellular level, and all of a sudden it don't function well, and it starts giving you troubles in the endocrine part of the gland that produces insulin, and in the exocrine part of the gland that produces enzymes. And you get diabetes, or you get pancreatitis. And then all of a sudden, you cannot break down starches, and all of a sudden, you get diabetes. And once you have diabetes, you're going to damage your heart. And if you have diabetes, you could damage your kidney long term because of high glucose in your urine. Yeah? This guy right here, the gallbladder and your pancreas, they're brothers and sisters. They share one bed, or they call it in the medical system one duct, DUCT. See? So if you have troubles in the gallbladder, it's going to affect your pancreas. And if you have trouble in the pancreas, it's going to affect your gallbladder, because the pancreas is part of the earth system. It is part of the earth. Repeat now, your pancreas is part of the earth system. It is part of the earth system, the stomach and the small and the large intestine, because it is the most active gland in the digestive system. But once you have troubles here, you're going to have troubles there. And once you have troubles here, you're going to have troubles in the kidney. And once you have trouble in the heart, you're going to have troubles in the kidney too. We're going down. Wonderful. Now, the medical system will take a test for you, and they will look to see if you have kidney damage. So they're looking for sodium, potassium, chloride, carbon or CO2, blood, urea, nitrogen, creatinine, and GFR. Now they give you a GFR for non-African Americans and African Americans. They separate us, you know. Yeah? So the sodium levels supposed to be 135 to 149. If you're higher than that, you're in trouble. You're retaining sodium. That's no good. And remember now that once you start to take too much salt in your system, the salt that you take in from all them salty food you eat on a regular basis, it make your kidney retain more water. Follow. The more salt you put into your foods is the more your kidney retain water. And that's the reason why when you eat a lot of salt, you got to go and drink lots of water, because the kidney is retaining the water now and you feel thirsty. You see? Take that. You see that? So the sodium level, and so sodium and potassium work together. One is inside the cell, one outside the cell. Yeah? Potassium levels go from 3.5 to 4 up to 5.0 to 5.4. Chloride go from 90 to 109. If you pass these numbers, now trouble's going to the kidney. Yeah? The carbon go from 0 to 25, and the BUN called blood urea nitrogen test goes from 0 to 25. Some labs give you different numbers now. Yeah? The creatinine, that's the guy right here. See him? Once he start going high, he's going to cause your GFR to drop. And then they start to stage you according to your age bracket. Yeah? So it's very imperative that if you have high blood pressure or you have diabetes, you try to keep your sugar levels normal, or you try keeping your pressure normal to keep these numbers here from going high and keep this number from going low. Yeah, don't forget. So the creatinine goes from 0.3 to 1.0, 1.10. Some labs give you different numbers now. And the GFR, the glomerular filtration rate, nephrons, goes from 60 to 120. So once you start dropping GFR, because your creatinine is jumping up to 2 and 3 and 4, once your creatinine starts to go up, your GFR starts coming down. And then your doctor starts staging you and telling you have stage 1 kidney disease. So once he goes up past 110 or 210, 250, 2.5, 3.5, your GFR start coming down because now you are damaging your nephrons. And I told you before that you have 1 trillion nephrons in the kidney. So you start damaging 1 trillion of them. And that's why I said before that if you go to 50, he starts staging you. He said you got stage 1 kidney disease. Him, he start going up again. Once he goes up again to 3 and 4, he start dropping. He goes to 40, 49, 42, 45. He says to you now, you got stage 2 kidney disease. He's going up, and he is going up too. But he is normal. See? Because sometimes you don't get a symptom when you have kidney disease. And that's why I said before that the medical system is important, because they know the check. They can tell you. See? You're going to put your hand in a machine and the man tell you, okay, that's garbage stuff. You have to go to a doctor. And the doctor must go into your bloodstream. So all these people who have this stuff with the machine and telling you all kind of things about your system, go to a doctor and get a blood test. And the blood test will tell you definitely what's going on with your kidney now. Yeah? So he's going up to 50. And he's going up to 5.0. But once they're going up, he is coming down. Yeah? Because now, once he's up, you start damaging the nephrons or the filterization. See? And that's when you have what we call glomerulonephritis. You start damaging the kidney, because of inflammation. See what I'm saying? So he goes to 40, the doctor said you got stage 2 kidney disease. He goes to 30, 35, he said you got stage 3. And now your creatinine is rising. See? So in order for you now to get him to go back a little bit, up a little bit, you have to get him and him to come down. You see? Only follow me now, because it does multiply. So once the burn can come down and the creatinine can come down, you might have a little bit more energy to push back up the GFR of the kidney and avoid dialysis. We call it pre-dialysis. Yeah? But you're eating a set of protein foods, heavy proteins. Yeah? You're still eating meat. And there is studies telling us that a plant-based diet is very significant in regenerating your kidney. I'm going to show you the foods though that you can eat to bring down this guy. Because this guy needs certain foods so he can come down. This guy called blood, urine, nitrogen needs certain foods so he can come down. But if you have a high flesh food diet, heavy protein that is, in no way he won't come down. Because I said before, once you have protein in the urine, you know that the protein start damaging your kidney. And that's where the doctor do what we call a urine analysis to check for protein and glucose in the urine. And if they are in the urine, they start damaging your kidney and these numbers start going up. So the key is to use the plant-based diet, which I'm going to teach you, to bring him down and bring him down. And once these two go down, this guy going to start to go up because you need him to go up. Yeah? So, your doctor monitoring you now because you're in stage 3. Yeah? You understand? So now you're eating the same foods. Your pressure's still high. Your sugar level's still high. Yeah? Eating at night. Ain't giving the kidney a break. Ain't cleaning your kidney, ain't flushing them out at all. And all of a sudden, your numbers here goes to 28 and 25. And now you are pre-dialysis. And he don't know how to fix it. So he tells you now, you are pre-dialysis, so I have to prepare you for dialysis because he knows for a fact you're going to mess up anyway, eating the wrong foods, and you're going to start dropping him down. He's going to 15. And once he's 15 now, the doctor tells you, no, you are end-stage kidney disease because, no, you damaged the trillion nephrons that you have in the kidney. You see, you damage them. And all of a sudden, you are not urinating 2 liters of urine per day no more. As a man, you're not urinating 1.5 liters of urine per day as a woman. And now, you go into the bathroom, and when you're urinating, you see lots of foam in the urine now, because now you damaged this guy. He gone. You damage the nephrons. So when you're pre-dialysis, you can push him back up. And when you're pre-dialysis, you can push him back down. And when you're pre-dialysis, meaning that your GFR is 25, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, you can push him back down. But because your kidney doctor, don't know about nutrition, he can teach you that. Because he only had 4 hours of nutrition in medical school. So he knows nothing about getting these guys to come down and getting this guy to go back up. Now, if you are stage 4 kidney disease, meaning that he is in the 20s, yeah, in no way you can get 100% of the kidney back. It ain't gonna happen. See, if you are pre-dialysis, you can prevent yourself from going on dialysis. If you are pre-dialysis, yeah, but you can push back up this guy to about 40, 45, it may be 50, but you can't push him back up to this number here at all because you don't damage some of your nephrons. You see. Now, I'm going to teach you about some herbs. I'm going to work inside there. I'm going to teach you about some foods that could bring him down and him down. And if you are pre-dialysis, he can prevent you from going on dialysis. See? Wonderful, yeah? Symptoms of kidney disease: swelling of the ankles and the legs, foam of blood in the urine, itching, metal taste in the mouth, nausea, or fatigue. So a lot of brothers, I had 2 brothers came to Grenada and they died in Grenada from kidney failure. Because I know. One took dialysis and still died. One came and just had fun and he died. Kidney failure. And when they did the autopsy, the brother had my same name, say, hey Patrick, come let me show you this, man. This brother kidney was full of pus. P-U-S. Pus in the brother kidney. His name was Tony. Pus in his kidney. See? Kidney disease. Still doing the wrong things. See? So, these are symptoms. Swelling of the ankles and legs, foam of blood in the urine. Foam. Once you start to have foam in the urine, you know for a fact something is wrong. And that's why I said before, when you urinate in a cup and you throw the cup out, you throw the urine out in the morning, you look for foam in the cup. If there is a ring inside the cup, it's telling you that you're getting foamy urine. So you run and see a doctor, not Patrick, not herbalist, a doctor. And then he will take a test for you to look and see If your GFR is in the normal range, if your BUN is in the normal range, if your creatinine is in the normal range, sodium, potassium, carbon, and chloride is in the normal range. See? That is the importance of the medical system. Yeah? All right? So those are symptoms. So usually if you are pre-dialysis, your GFR is in the 20s, 25, 22, 19, you start getting a metal taste in your mouth. And the brother in Grenada, he was very fatigued regularly, tired a lot, because the kidney can't filter the blood properly. And then your blood is low, because the kidney have a lot to do with the red blood cells, because of the bone marrow, you see? Because of the hormone. You understand? Yeah. So those are the symptoms, kidney disease. Not every symptom you have here mean that you have kidney disease now. See? Because this could be kidney stones. It could be heart troubles. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things. But those are symptoms that should make you go check your doctor and get a kidney check, okay? Yeah? Wonderful. Best way to keep the kidney healthy, keep hydrated. Because once the kidney becomes dehydrated long term, it's going to damage your nephrons. So always keep the system hydrated. Drink lots of coconut water. See coconut water? The best in all of them. Not if you have stage 5 kidney disease, then water is limited. You know what I mean? You have to look at potassium and phosphorus levels too. To look at those. So you have to leach your foods. You have to look at the food that have a lot of sodium and potassium and phosphorus and calcium, all these minerals that the kidney can flush out. See coconut water? If you don't have kidney disease, this is the best thing for hydration. Coconut water. And you can mix it with blueberries and strawberries and gooseberries. And what this gooseberries and this strawberry does and this raspberry do, they help to flush the kidney with cranberry, unsweetened cranberry juice. And then you start bringing back up now your creatinine. Down the creatinine, you start bringing back down the bun. And then you start bringing back up the GFR. These foods, as simple as they are, and you get off all the pork and the grease and all the protein foods, and you give the kidney a break, and you rest the kidney, and you put all the strain on your liver, you see, because the kidney depends on the liver too, from the hepatic vein, for deoxygenated blood to the inferior vena cava, to chuck it out in the right atrium, right ventricle, pulmonary vein, into the lung. See? So, water. So I'm doing water and I'm doing coconut water every day. See? That's what I'm doing because I'm flushing my kidney. And I give my kidney a little break to filter. You see? Doing kidney flushes. That's what I'm doing now. Keep the food that keep the kidney well. Cucumbers, celeries, watercress, ginger, turmeric. Keep the kidney well. Drink herbal tea that keep the kidney in good working condition, and we're going to tell you what they are in a little while, and keep the heart in good condition, and keep the sugar levels at normal range, and keep your pressure at normal range too. That's the key. Don't forget, keep hydrated. But if you have stage 5 kidney disease, you have to drink limited amount of water because you have to tonify the kidney, because the kidney isn't working properly. So you must tonify the kidney. We're going to show you how to do that in a little while. You have to tonify the kidney. And when the kidney is tonified and it could push the excessive amount of water out now, then you can bring in a little bit more water. And the kidneys have to respond. But if you're going to bring in more water, you must have the heart working properly because the kidneys need 25% of the blood coming from the heart. See what I'm saying? They're going to teach you them things. Yeah. Hydration, do kidney flushes. What I'm doing now, we're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to put it up tomorrow. Keep food that keep the kidney well. Drink herbal teas that keep the kidney in good working condition. And we're going to tell you what they are in a little while. And keep the heart in good condition because the heart controls the kidney and the kidney controls the heart. And keep the sugar levels at a normal range. And once you keep the sugar levels at a normal range and you have the pressure at a normal range and you prevent lupus and saccharidosis and all those autoimmune diseases that seem to damage your kidney long term, and if you have that what we call gene mutation, where you can get polycystic kidney disease now, You have to flush your kidney on a regular basis because no, you like the BRCA gene, BRCA1 and 2 gene. You don't have to have the junk BRCA1 and 2 gene to get breast cancer now. You see? You don't have to have it. If you eat right, you don't get cancer, triple negative breast cancer. But if you eat the wrong food, you can get the BRCA, the junk gene, because the BRCA gene is your protector from breast cancer. But if you turn that gene into a junk gene, it gives you breast cancer eventually. BRCA1, triple negative. So if you have that gene mutation to get polycystic kidney disease, from each parent, you now know for a fact that your mother and father had that same condition. You now have to make sure that you flush your kidney regularly. You keep using herb teas to keep the kidney well, because once you have all these pus and water on the kidney and they start to swell the kidney, you're going to get that. You're going to go on dialysis long term if you have polycystic kidney disease. Yeah? But you can prevent it by doing what? Kidney flushes. You can prevent it by doing what? Keeping the food that keep the kidney well. You can prevent it from drinking herbal teas that keep the kidney in good working condition. You can prevent it by keeping sugar levels down and keeping sugars from the urine and protein from the urine. You can prevent polycystic kidney disease. Let's go to the herbs in a while, right? Wonderful. Pressure levels that will keep the kidney well. 120 systolic, 70 diastolic, or 80 diastolic. Bottom number. Or 110 systolic, 70 diastolic, or 80 diastolic. Pressure levels that will keep your kidney in good condition, because the heart controls the kidney controls the heart. Sugar level in the morning should be 70 to 100 milligram per deciliter. Not 120, not 110, not 130, 6.0, 6.5, 7.0, the diabetes, or what we call borderline diabetes. And you can't use no sugars in the morning. And because lots of people use sugars in the morning, if you have a sugar level of 120 in the morning, milligram per deciliter, and you're going to have a big bowl of cereal with 25 grams of sugar, you're going to push it up to 200. And if you don't walk around to burn it up, it stays up for a long period of time. See what I'm saying? And then long term, if you are prone to get diabetes, that's what you get. And you don't check your sugar levels on a regular basis, you see? And all of a sudden, the man comes and says to you, hey, you got diabetes now. All the time your sugar levels so high in the morning, you start damaging your kidney. So, pressure levels that will keep the kidney well is 120 over 70, 120 over 80, or 110 over 70, 110 over 80. Sugar levels in the morning should be between 70 to 100 milligram per deciliter. So you could have 5 grams or 10 grams of sugar. You're not supposed to have sugars in the morning. You're not supposed to have sugars at night. Sugar should be between the hours of 10 and 6 when the pancreas is active and working properly. See? From 8 o'clock in the night, your pancreas is now tapering on to go and regenerate for you and I. You see? At 1 a.m. in the morning, kidney regenerated. At 3 to 4:30 in the morning, your kidney is picking up all the acid from the tissues to chuck it out in the urine in the morning. So the urine have to be acidic. 5.0, 5.5, 6.5 in the morning, urine. You see? It can't be alkaline in the morning. If you're alkaline in the morning with your urine, I mean you are retaining acids. You see? So when you have kidney disease and you have the pH is imbalanced, you're damaging your kidney even more, because now the kidney cannot remove the excessive amount of acid from your tissues. So you got to keep the numbers well. Yeah? That's why I keep mine. Can the kidney be regenerated? If there is damage to the tubulus, they can be repaired. Don't forget I told you that. If there is damage to the tubulus, your kidney can be repaired. But if the damage is severe, the nephrons may be destroyed. The kidney can regenerate, but it cannot make new nephrons, making regeneration limited. Why limited, Patrick does? Because you are stage 3. You're limited. You are stage 4, pre-dialysis. You're limited. Stage 5, nephrons. You can't urinate, nephrons are gone. You damage the trillion of them. See? So, if there is damage to the tubulus, that the one that kept the filter the blood, they can be repaired. But if the damage is severe and the nephron may be destroyed, the kidney can regenerate, but it cannot make new nephrons, making regeneration limited to the individual. And they have to put you on dialysis. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Foods to eat for the kidney, for good kidney function. Foods to lower your creatinine levels. Because once your creatinine levels goes high, your GFR going to drop. If your BUN go high, your GFR going to drop. They're going to start staging you. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, end stage. Yeah? High fiber foods. Lots of vegetables. Green leafy things. If you're not in stage 5 or stage 4. Grains. Legumes. Lots of water. Because the kidney is a water element of the body. The water organ. Yeah? So those are the foods that can lower your creatinine levels. But you cannot eat no pork. You can't eat no beef. You can't eat no oxtail. You can't eat none of them because your kidney need the rest. You can't afford to be breaking all this waste and to put them back into the kidney, and you keep on damaging nephrons now. It's common sense. You see? So if you have kidney disease and you're not in end stage, you have to go on a plant-based diet and you have to follow a program that will help the BUN to go down and the creatinine to go down and the GFR to go back up. Yeah? Those are the foods. Yeah? Foods to eat for kidney disease. Peppers, cabbages, onions, garlic, apples, and blueberries. Strawberries, gooseberries, raspberries, cranberries, unsweetened. And you can put them in coconut water and you can blend them in a blender. You can put it up tomorrow for you all. Follow it. And you will see how fast your kidney is going to regenerate if it's not end-stage kidney disease. These are the foods. Mark them down for me. Those are the foods you're going to use if you have kidney disease. Not kidney failure now. Kidney disease. Pre-dialysis. Yeah? Those are the foods you have to use. What damages the kidney? Lupus, high blood pressure, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and other. Polycystic kidney disease. Those are the culprits. These two are the worst in all of them. This guy right here. Diabetes, high blood pressure. They're the most dangerous to damage your kidney long term. Lupus also, or any other autoimmune disease, or polycystic kidney disease from what we call gene mutation. Yeah? Wonderful. Come over here, son. Kidney bladder. See? Take care of my kidney. Yeah? Boom. Going over here. I just take 60 drops per day. 3 times per day. I'm on a kidney cleanse. And when I finish this cleanse, I go to a liver cleanse. I go to a yeast cleanse. So I keep my immune system so well that my organs will work for me. That's the key. Yeah? You're not supposed to eat every day. You're eating 3-4 meals per day for 30 years. Crazy. Yeah? Okay. Let's look at nettle leaf. Come over here. And nettle seed. Nettle leaf. Look at right over here. This herb is what we call a potassium sparing diuretic. It prevents inflammation of the kidney. It prevents nephritis. Over here now. Potassium sparing diuretic. This herb tonifies the kidney. It don't stimulate the kidney, tonify the kidney is weak. Because you must tonify and then stimulate. So if you have a weak kidney, you cannot go in and stimulate your kidney. It's going to collapse. You must tonify the kidney. And then when you tonify the kidney, then the kidney becomes strong enough now, you can now stimulate the kidney with plants. So this herb called nettle leaf tonify the kidney and relieves kidney pain when you have lower back pain. Mild to moderate, I want to use the word mild to moderate kidney disease if it is mixed with another herb called nettle seed, which have studies. Yeah? And this herb, in trials with people who have or got a kidney transplant, they noticed that using this herb, nettle seed, and nettle leaf, they found that Lots of the people who use this herb with the anti-rejection drugs, they didn't need much of that drug in terms of the milligrams. Yeah? Studies. Yeah? So, mild to moderate kidney disease with nettle seed, and it protects the kidney from antibiotic kidney disease while improving kidney function in people with idiopathic membranous neuropathy. These herbs, nettle leaf, nettle seed, that's what they do. They regenerate your kidney if you have mild to moderate kidney disease, not end-stage kidney disease now. You can't use potassium and all these minerals. And your PTH is all messed up, parathyroid hormone all messed up, calcium is all gone haywire. See? Oregon grapefruit. This herb have antifungal, it have antiviral, it have antibacterial activity. Indication, if you have a UTI, urinary tract infection, it could damage your kidney too. Yeah? If you have the H. pylori, because this herb inhibits the H. pylori bacteria that cause you to get gastritis. Oregon grapefruit studies. These are studies, you know. They're not just Patrick does say. You know what I mean? These are studies. So Oregon grapefruit is good for, is an antifungal plant, antiviral plant, antibacterial plant, and it is very important for UTI. So if you have trouble in the kidney and it's affecting the ureter or the ureter, and you have burning in the urine, because use this herb because it have a chemical called berberine. Yeah? Next one is called cordyceps. This one right here. Cordyceps is what we call an immune amphoteric, meaning that it balances back the immune system. It calms the nerves. It is good for asthma. It is good for infertility. It is good for globular nephritis. That's when all these part of the kidney that filter the blood, that damage the kidney. This herb does that, fix it, regenerates it. Cordyceps. This herb was only given to the royalty in China. But now we can get it. It's expensive, but it's very important for the kidney. See? Stone root and gravel root and ground ivy. Ground ivy, these are when you have what we call mitral valve prolapse of the heart. Ground ivy is a herb for that, but it also have antiviral, antibacterial activity. But if there is troubles in the heart, and we want to have the heart working with the kidney, we put some ground ivy in there to help with mitral prolapse or stone root, and to deal with mitral valve prolapse, and also if you have what we call left ventricle hypertrophy. Because this herb called stone root also strengthen the veins. Good for varicose veins too. It helps with vascular integrity. See? It deals with mitral prolapse and heart weakness. And the gravel root and the stone root also deals with kidney stones. See? So if you have kidney stones and they're not too big and they can come through the pole, then we give you some stone root, some gravel root, we give you some uvarasi, some corn silk, and some magnesium if the stone is coming from the kidney, from the calcium, and the calcium can't move. We make the magnesium move the calcium, and you get rid of the kidney stones with stone root and gravel root, and you got to stay from cranberry juice. Do not drink cranberry juice if you have a UTI, and do not drink cranberry juice if you have kidney stones, because cranberry juice have oxalic acid, and what give you kidney stones? Oxalic acid mixed with calcium crystals. You see, you can use unsweetened cranberry juice to prevent the adherence of bacteria on the walls of your bladder, but once you have a UTI, you cannot use it. Don't forget, you have to learn them things. All right? So stone root, gravel root, and ground ivy. They help with what? To get rid of kidney stones. But the stone root also help with mitral valve prolapse and also help with heart weakness with ground ivy, which is antiviral, antibacterial, and work for UTIs. Yeah? Cleavers. Cleavers is important for what we call the urinary tract infection. Although it's a herb working in the lymphatic system for lymphatic drainage, it is also important for inflammation of the vas deferens, or the ureter and the bladder, and the vas deferens and the spermatic cord in men. Build the sperm. Yeah? So this herb is not only a herb for the lymphatic system. You see, herbs have different uses, you know. That's why you have to learn about plants. So this herb works in any kind of trouble in the urinary system. If you have UTI, you have kidney infection, we give you these herbs together. But if you want to regenerate your kidney too, we put them together for you. So this herb here, genital urinary tract infection and lymphatic system, but it also works on inflammation of the urethra, bladder, and the vas deferens and the spermatic cord. This one over here, astragalus. This herb improves kidney function. It is what we call a nephroprotective, preventing damage to the kidney from NSAIDs and these antacid drugs that they give you for pain. This herb protects your kidney from those. We call it what? No, don't forget the word nephroprotective. Protecting the kidney, astragalus, and preventing damage to the kidney from NSAIDs, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. Over here, Romania. There is two types of Romania. One is cooked, one is uncooked. One is processed, one is unprocessed. This is the processed one. Unprocessed one is for the liver and for digestion and for the skin, psoriasis and eczema. But this is what we call the processed Romania. It's called Shu Ding Wang. Deficient blood, especially if you have kidney disease and you have anemia. It's good for dizziness too. And kidney yin mixed with cordyceps. They both kidney yin, kidney yang. Yeah? So what we're going to do, we're going to give you a mixture of them. We're going to put them together for you. And if you have them every day, yeah, 3 times per day. Remember, you cannot make the roots. See, the roots, don't forget, roots and leaves cannot go together. Yeah, don't forget that. These two can go together. Yeah, because they are what we call leaves and flowers. Don't forget we said that leaves and flowers float and barks and roots sink. So these leaves and flowers, they float, and the barks and the roots, they sink. Don't forget that. Yeah? You have to know how to use herbs. So all these here now will go together. Yeah? Here, put them in here. And because this is the root, this is the powder, I'm going to put that in here too. And we're going to take all these here now. Over here, son. Turn around. And the roots and the barks, we're going to boil them in a pot for 20 minutes on a very low fire. Yeah? And when they are boiled for 20 minutes, you have to cover the pot, and then all the compounds will come out. You know what I mean? And see in the pot after 20 minutes, you're gonna remove the cover, and then you're gonna add the leaves and the flowers, because the leaves and the flowers float and the roots and the bark sink. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Don't forget, roots and bark sink, leaves and flower float. So when you boil these, after 20 minutes, you're going to put these in and cover for another 5 minutes, and you're going to have 3 to 4 cups per day, and you're going to see how your kidney going to function. And you go back to the doctor after 30, 40 days and let him check your GFR, let him check your BUN, let him check your creatinine, your sodium, potassium, chloride, and carbon, and see what they are. Yeah? All right? Last one now, we're going to make a little juice for the kidney. Yeah? Now, once you have kidney disease, you must use things that have water. Yeah? Why, Patrick, there? Because the kidney is the water element. So you must give it water. But you have to give it things that will help it to receive the water, because I said before that your kidney retains more water than it excretes. Patrick, did you lie? Because this is the water organ. Go and do the research. Your kidney retains more water than it excretes. Why, Patrick? because the kidney have to retain the water, and it send the water two places, in the muscles and in your liver. So you must feed the kidney water. But the water you want to feed the kidney, if you don't have kidney disease, have to have nutrients, have to have potassium, have to have a little bit of sodium because they balance, have to have all the minerals so that the kidney could function well. And that's the reason why I love this here. See this guy right here? I love him because he have lots of minerals. And because the hepatic vein in your liver have to send deoxygenated blood to the kidney, we have to have a liver and kidney working together too. Because the liver is the wood element, the kidney is the water element, the heart is the fire element, and the lung is the metal element. Huh? Follow me? Yeah?
Hey, you ain't got nothing. Oh shit.
See this guy right here? You know why I like him? If he's organic, because he has lots of silica, and he is what we call a diuretic to the kidney. You see, and he helps the kidney to function normalize. Yeah, you have a lot of water. See, but if you have stage 5 kidney disease and you have congestive heart failure, you have to limit the water intake. But if you have stage 3 and stage 2 kidney disease, or even pre-dialysis kidney disease, you can use it, but limited amount, until it started to regenerate your kidney. Yeah, your kidney started to function, and it started to pee clear. You understand? Boom, cucumbers, the boss for the kidney, and it cools you down. If you go through menopause as a woman, use him with celery. You don't get hot flashes if you use this guy right here. One apple for neutrality. And if you have stage 2, stage 3, or pre-dialysis, meaning that your GFR is at 25, 26, you can push it back up with them things here. Stay away from the pork, stay away from the beef, stay away from the oxtail, because if you eat them, they take hours to digest. That's common sense. And if you're taking hours to digest your foods, how your kidney going to function? You're giving your kidney more work to do. This common sense. But people too lazy and they have no discipline. You see? So they prefer to want to take dialysis 3 days per week. And you're coming to feel like you feel sick from dialysis. I'm telling you all, man. People taking it every day, man. Put a put in your neck, on your arm. 3 times per week you have to be on that machine. Yeah? Come on. So I'm on a kidney cleanse. I'm doing liquids because the kidney needs water, and I'm feeding it water. I'm feeding it raspberries, strawberries, cranberries. You know, all of them I'm feeding it every day. I have to go to the bathroom. I say, oh, I gotta urinate every half an hour. I gotta urinate. 15 minutes I gotta urinate, but that's okay because I know my kidney is working because you're moving the water out. No foam in the urine. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm using these things because they're water. son. See that herb here? That's Chinese herb. And queen. You can't sleep. You have fatigue. You're infertile, other woman, make you get babies too. And your kidney support. See, that's what I do. Take my kidney support and I take it every day. And 15 days, 10 to 14 days, I just clean my kidney. And I urinate a lot. I don't go to the bathroom. The other way, I urinate a lot. And then I urinate a lot. You know what I mean? And I go into the bathroom. You know? I want to pee. And the pee started to get clear. But if you have stage 4 or stage 3 kidney disease, you have to be on a different kind of program. You cannot use too much water, too much liquids, because, you know, your kidneys are not working properly. So what you have to do first is to tonify your kidney. And after tonification, you're going to stimulate your kidney. And once you stimulate your kidney, it's going to choke off your sickness. It's going to remove the excessive amount of water. Your foot won't swell no more. Your face won't swell no more. Your hand won't swell no more. You see? And you push it back up. You push back up the GFR. You bring back down the creatinine. You bring back down the bun. And you keep the sodium normal. Potassium normal. They work together. Like calcium and magnesium. And you keep the carbon normal to 109, 96, 98. You keep the chloride, you know, around that area, 98. And you keep the carbon between 0 and 25, 22. And you're good. But you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have polycystic kidney disease, you're still eating pork, you're still eating in the night time. Huh? You're not giving your kidney a break. So how you fix your kidney? Can't happen. Yeah? So what I did now, almost done with that program for the heart, for weak heart, failing heart, congestive heart failure. By tomorrow evening, I'm going to have it together and put it in a PDF file. And I want you all to call Angel on Hand. 888-496-4770. And we're going to give Angel on Hand that PDF file. And we're going to pass it on to people. Or go to the website, PatrickDellsHolisticHealing.com. You're going to see it there. You know what I mean? You can download it. And I want you to go and follow it if you have kidney disease. Pre-dialysis. Stage 2, stage 3, not stage 5. Stage 5 you have to be guided. End stage you have to be guided. Yeah? If you see foam in the urine, make sure that you limit the intake of liquids. You know what I mean? And I will show you how to fix your kidney. I will show you how to leach your food from the potassium and all the minerals that the kidney can function with. And fix your kidney. And push back up the GFR. So you can avoid dialysis long term. Bless and love. Don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself and give thanks and praise to the Most High. Don't forget Dr. Barry Smith. I hope you're looking tonight. And when we talk to once we meet with Dr. Barry Smith on Thursday, I'm going to get enough information from Dr. Barry Smith, because he's looking to help in our community. You know what I mean? They have a foundation. Pastor Ransom, I love you, my brother. And then we're going to try to get teaching our people that is prone to getting kidney disease to eat the right foods and prevent it, and prevent you from going on dialysis. So I'm going to meet with Dr. Barry Smith on Thursday morning with Pastor Ransom, and when we meet, we might have to do a video and tell you who he is and what we are about to do to help our people in the black community. Bless and love to everybody, and don't forget to go to the website PatrickDellsHolisticHealing.com. And when you get your kidney and bladder cleanse and go on the program, you will see a big difference once you can follow it properly. Ambrosia is 718-469-0985. Don't forget, an Angel on Hand is 888-496-4770. And we're going to have the products in Trinidad already with Keenan Monroe. Very good. Keenan Monroe in Trinidad is 868-388-797. And we just sending them a batch of products again tomorrow, Thursday. And Trinidad, people are getting better already. Canada is Roger. Roger is on the live. We're going to give you his number. And we're going to have all these things in Canada by Friday on Monday. Yeah? So Roger could put you on the whole program. Don't forget, because we have to go all over the world to heal our people. We're going to Ethiopia, we're going to Netherlands, we're going to England. Sooner or later, we're going to teach our people to stay well. That's a love to everybody. Don't forget to give thanks and praises to the Most High Jehovah God. Thank everybody for watching. Well, if you're on dialysis and you are urinating, it's according to how much urine you're passing per day. You know? So if you're urinating, you have to look at how much urine you're using per day, okay? Passing per day, okay? Yeah? The Trinidad number is 868-388-7979. His name is Keenan Monroe. And we just sent him another box out today. And a lot of people in Trinidad is responding to the product that we are selling, especially the heart and the kidney and the lymphatic blend and the antiviral. Because you had that Anthony Fauci tell all you, the BA2 and the BA5 coming back. Remember that we are only doing this program for educational purposes, Facebook, educational purposes. Anthony Fauci tell all you, the thing coming back and next strain coming back. Protect yourself. Do not let your old guards down. Do not let your old guards down. Because when you think it's peace and safety, it's going to be a sudden destruction upon everybody. I'm warning people, you know. The prophets come, Jeremiah come, he warned the Israelites. Huh? Moses come and he warned them. Jonah flee from God anyway. He didn't take the heat.
True.
Yeah, I mean, Noah come and he warned them. He said, watch my flood coming. And I said, oh, the sun's shining, man. Yeah? Christ come and he warn us. He tell us, look for the last. This is what's going to happen. He tell us. He say, nation shall rise against nations, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be pestilence in different places and earthquakes in different places as never before. We still ain't taking heed, man. You understand? Don't let your old guards down, because when the fall come, and next train coming, Anthony Fauci tell all you, and next train is coming. So keep your all guard up and take all your herbs. Keep your immune system healthy, so that even though you all get sick, your immune system could still keep that virus at bay and kill that sucker for you all. I'm telling all you, you know. I want to all you every day. You know, clean, detoxify, build the immune system, keep the bone marrow well, keep the thymus gland healthy, keep the lymphatic system healthy, keep the spleen well, keep the liver healthy, keep the stomach well. Keep on moving waste from the system on a regular basis. And in no way cancer will infect your system. In no way a virus will keep you down and kill you off. It might get you sick, yes, but you will survive. Because your arsenal is there. Your Marines, your Navy, your police force, they're there to kill that sucker for you. So I tell you, Anthony Fauci warning all you. He tell you the fall is coming. And next phase again. Do not let all your guard down. Not because the mass thing going on, the anti thing going on, the what if the PDF file, the PDF, the PCR test gone. That's for a while. I'm telling you, they only giving all you like a break, you know. Telling all you know. We seeing things because the Most High open our hearts to see what's happening, and we come and we portray to the people. And it's up to us now to listen and take heed, or go like the people in Sodom and Gomorrah. And in Noah days, and in Habakkuk days, and all of them days. I mean, Elijah days. You understand? Hey, come in. Don't let all your guard down. All right? Bless and love to everybody. Give thanks always. Yes, sir. You know? A lot of people see there's no God. But if there's no God, how come there's so much wickedness in the world? Man making you go live in a cemetery. Therefore, if the evil man living, if the evil man exists, and a man could go and make you go in the grave and live like a zombie. If he's doing that to you or somebody else, if they're weak and they believe in the crap, then how come he's surviving, he existing, but God don't exist? Them unbelievers, He exists. You understand? So don't blame him for nothing, because at the end of the day, if I'm a parent and I try to teach my children to live a certain way, and they go out in society and live a certain way, you're going to blame me? You can't blame me. I taught them how to live a certain way. So why you all want to blame God? Don't blame him. He gave us commandments and he give us principles and stuff to live by, but we don't live by them, so we want to blame him one thing, but we say, oh God, we blame you because you can't blame God. Just so you cannot blame the parents who teach their children to live a certain way, and the child go out in the atmosphere and mess up and rob people, and then you're going to blame the parent. You can't blame the parent because the parent taught the child how to function. That is the key, man. You understand? So you can't blame God. You know what I mean? He sent the prophets to warn us. And if we don't take the warning, when them virus come back again, I'm telling you, you're going to lick out more people. They would give all your break for now. They're giving all your break for now. But the next one coming is worse. Don't forget what Christ said. Many shall come in my name saying, I am he, and shall deceive many. And many shall come and say, Lord, Lord, haven't I cast out demons in your name? Haven't I do this in your name? And he will say, get away from me, you workers of lawlessness, because you're supporting carnival. You're supporting paganism. And you're going to church every Sunday. You're crazy. Blessed love, man. Give thanks, yeah? You said you're supporting all the paganism thing, but you want to go to church and praise God on a Sunday. Crazy stuff. You know, you have to be, he said, get out of her, my children, out of Babylon. And we shorten the days because of the elect's sake. Because if you don't shorten the day because of the elect's sake, then Babylon will kill all of us. Blessed love to everybody. Good night, man. Good night, man. Good night. Give thanks. I'm in Grenada soon. Grenada next week. I'm in Grenada. So that's Keith Mitchell in Grenada, Prime Minister. Please, let me come in first, and then all you could close on the country. I come in next week. If God give me health and strength, let me come in next week. I'll have to come in next week. But you close down, you understand? Because I don't want to be in big Babylon thing, but so you understand? I want to be in small Babylon. Give thanks. Give thanks, man. Blessing everybody.